Welcome back, guys. Today we're looking at multiplication, division, Bidmas or Bodmas, however you want to say it. We're just looking at some basic examples, then we're going to go into some context about it and some word problems. But before we get into it, please subscribe. We want to reach 1,000 subscribers by April, so please like the video and subscribe. Right, let's get into it. So you can see I've got some keynotes on the side. Just use them. They're there to use. Just go through them, use the keynotes, and you'll be able to answer every multiplication question you get easily, quickly, and with ease. So let's go. Let's work through. So we're going to be looking at 2 by 2, 3 by 3, 4 by 4, and then some division, then some Bidmas. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first question here, we've got 26 multiplied by 32. So I'm just going to show you how to do it, and then so the same principles do apply with each one, but it's just a little bit more to think about as the numbers get bigger. So all you're going to do, very simple, 6 times 2, very simple, 12, put the 2 there, move the 1 up there, just going to make that 2 a bit smaller. Yeah, 2 there, so then you put the 1 up there, then you do 2 times 2, which is 4, add the 1, 52. So what you've done there is you've effectively got rid of the 3 and just gone, what's 26 times 2? 52, right there. Then you got what you're going to do, just put a 0 there, because now you're going to do 30 times 26, basically. You're not going to do that exactly, but that's the sum. That's the sum you're calculating. So you got to put a 0 there, and then you do 3 times 6, which is 18. Put the 8 down, rub out this one, put a new one there. That just makes us know that you have to use that one. 3 times 2, 6. Add the 1, 7. Then what you got to do is what I taught you last time in the last video of addition and subtraction. You got to do the addition column method I taught you. Link will be in the description and on the end screen if you haven't watched that yet. So what you got to do is you got to do 2 add 0, which is 2. 5 add 8, 13. Put the 1 as like I taught you, and the answer is 7 add 0 is 7. Add 1, 832. Basic how to do it. Make the answer clear. Like I said, either circle it or put 2 lines under it. Then you don't obviously it's multiple choice, so you won't have to do that. But just make it clear so when you're going back to check, you can quickly find the answer, quickly check it, and you'll get the answer right. So now we're going to work on some 3 by 3. Let's go. So I'll just pick a random number here. Let's go with 600 and 600 and it's a bit too big. Sorry, wrong thing. There we go. Just go with no, we'll go with 632 times, I don't know, 274. Yeah, let's go with that. So same principles apply. You just got to multiply every bottom number by every single top number. So 4 times 2 equals 8. 4 times 3 equals 12. So put the 1 there. 4 times 6 24. Add the 1, 25. Then obviously put the 0 there. Then do it again, so that's 7, doesn't look like a 7, but I'll make it more, 7, 7 times 2, 4, 14, put the 1 there, 7 times 3, 21, add the 1, 22, put the 2 there, 7 times 6, 42, 4, 4, there we go. Okay, and now we're going to do it with the 2, so 2 times 2, then you got to put 2 zeros, if you didn't know that, yeah, you got to put 2 zeros there, then 2 times 2, which is 4, and then 2 times 3, which is 6, and then 2 times 6, which is 12. Then you've got to do the column method I taught you last time of adding. So we're just going to zoom out quickly so you can get a better one, so you can just make it a bit clearer. There we go. So 8 plus 0 is 0, 8. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 5 plus 2 plus 4 equals 11. Let's put the 1 there. So 2 plus 4, 6, 12, 13. Put the 1 there. 6, 7, 1. The answer is 173,168. Great stuff, guys. So that's basically how we do it. Yeah, so now we're going to just have a look at some division now. What I would say is sometimes you will get questions like this, so where you go 632 times 26 like that. Don't worry, don't panic. Exactly the same method. So you just do same thing, 2, 1, 8, add the 1, 9, 1, 3, 7, times it by that, add them together. Do the exact same method, don't worry. What you can do is even put a 0 there, but I wouldn't do that. Just create some more work for yourself. Exact same method. Don't panic if you see that. Follow the steps, follow the method I just taught you, you'll be absolutely fine. Right, let's move on to some division now. The opposite of multiplication, division. I'm going to teach you the bus stop method. Heavily used around the world, heavily influence division, really helpful in getting all your answers correct with ease and with effectiveness. Let's get into it. So we're going to look at 6. We're going to look at 6 divided by 732. So what you do is you do 6 divided by 7 goes in once. Move the 1 to 13. 6 into 13 goes in twice. Move the 1. Move the 1 to the. So what's left is, so you do 6 times 2 is 12. So there's 1. So you carry the 1 to 12. And 6 divided by 12 goes into 12. And there's your answer, 122. Then to check it, you just do the method I taught you before, multiplication, 122 times 6. Do the method, 6 times 2, 12. Carry the 1. 6 times 2, 12. 3. Carry the 1. 6, 732. And you got the answer right. That's what I like. As you can see, it's really basic, but we're going to show you, that's the bus stop method, which is quite easy. But now we're going to show you look at long division. So I'm just going to quickly add a note saying follow everything. So what you got to do, so as you know, do the exact same thing, except change bus stop to long division if you are using long division. So that's going to go there just so you guys know that that's what you have to do. So now we're going to look at a bit more advanced. So long division, it's normally something like this. So 12 into, sorry, let me just rub that out quickly. So it'll be like 12 into, I don't know, maybe 100, 12 into 798. So then what we're going to do is you've got to do 12 into 79 goes in, I believe it's 6 times, yes. So then 6 times 12 is 72. So you put 72 there, like that, there we go. Do the minus method, which I taught you in my other video, so that'll be in the link and on the end screen, so click that if you haven't watched that yet. 9 minus 2, 7. 8. So 12 into 78 goes in 6 times again. Then you have then you do 6 times 12, 72, as we know. Then you're left with 6, which gives you 66 remainder 6. I'm going to teach you how to work with I'm going to teach you with working with remainders. If you don't want to use a remainder, then what you do is you do 6 divided by 12, which gives you 0.5. So the answer is 66.5. If you don't want to use remainders, but I'm going to teach you with remainders, and then that's the method for not using remainders. But don't really worry about that. Just focus with using remainders at first, and then you can do some of the trickier stuff once you've mastered the technique. So now we're going to do something a little bit harder. So sometimes you'll get, very rarely will you get a 3-digit number here. It's very rare you'll get a 3-digit number here. But it's not rare you'll get like a 4-digit number or even a 5-digit number. So now we're going to look at a 4-digit number because it's quite rare. You'll get a 5-digit number, but you may. So just watch out for that. So we're just going to work with 11 because most people know their 11 time tables. What I recommend is if you've been given a hard number like 26, so actually we'll work with 20. We'll give you a hard number just so you know what to do. So if you're working with like something like 26 and you get a number like 1,372, just random. And obviously 26 doesn't go into 13, so you have to go with 26 to 136. What I reckon, just on the side, just write 26, 52, 78. Just write it out. It will just help you in getting the answer, and yeah, it will just make sure you understand it and you choose the correct number to put on top, because you don't want to be getting that wrong, because that could be catastrophic for your results. 104 and then 130. So it looks like 130 is the most likely to go there. So that's the first, second, third, fourth, fifth one. So write 5 there. Put 130 there. That gives you 72. That goes in twice into 52, and that leaves you with 20, which means there is a remainder of 20. So as you can see, division is quite a lot trickier than multiplication, but as I said before, and with everything you do to do with the 11 plus, just practice, practice, practice. Eventually become muscle memory, and you'll be so good at it. You'll do it quickly, correctly, and with ease, and you will absolutely fly through all the questions to with this. So now we're going to move on to something that most of you probably haven't covered. Some might. So Bidmas, but more commonly, some people more commonly know it as mixed calculation, as it's being called today. But I know it as Bidmas, where you follow a specific order in doing mixed calculations. Now we're going to move on to that. So now I've taught you the 4 basic fundamentals of maths: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. We're going to all put it together into mixed calculations, or you have to follow a specific thing called Bidmas or Bodmas. So let's go into it. So B in Bidmas stands for brackets. So this is the order you have to follow when working with mixed calculations. The I in Bidmas or the O in Bodmas stands for indices in the I version, order in the O version. So we're going to just care because I believe the I version is a lot easier because it clearly says indices. And if you don't know what indices are, it's where you have 2 to the power of 4. That's an indices. So 2 to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 7, 2 to the power of 700 is an indices. So the D you may know as division, obviously quite simple. The M, pretty self-explanatory, multiplication, and the A and the S, addition. Probably can't read the multiplication. I'm just going to put add and subtract just for ease, and because like it's hard to write on this Microsoft whiteboard. Okay, so quite simple there. So now we're going to look at some calculations. So I'm just going to do some calculations here. So we'll put like 6 plus bracket 7 times 8 plus 2 squared equals. So you'll follow Bidmas here. So first of all, you got to look at the B, go bracket, so 7 times 8, 56. Rewrite it as 6 plus 56 plus 2 squared. Then you got to do that. So 2 squared is 4. So 6 plus 56 plus 4 equals 66. There's your answer. So it's quite simple. Just follow Bidmas. Keep following it, and you'll find it so much easier. We're going to do a little bit of a harder one now, and just to see whether some of you, because some of you will know the special sort of rule thing to do with it. So let's see if you know it. So 7 times 8 divided by 4. So do you do 8 divided by 4 and then times that by 7, or 7 times 8 divided by 4? You can do both, to be honest, but you actually have to do 7 times 8 divided by 4, because when you're working with just multiplication and division, you don't have to follow Bidmas. You just work from left to right, and you'll get the answer. Same with addition and subtraction. So if you had 7 plus 8 minus 4, you work from left to right, don't worry about Bidmas. But if there's brackets involved, or it's division and addition, or division and subtraction, or multiplication and division, then you always follow Bidmas. So for this, the answer, so if you were to go with Bidmas, so you do 8 divided by 4 equals 14, and the answer if you were to go normally would be 56 divided by 4, which I believe, if I'm correct, is 14. Yeah. So quite simple. Just so that's what, as I said, if you're working with division and multiplication, just division and multiplication, go left to right. Same addition and subtraction. But if it's anything else, it's addition and brackets, addition and indices, addition, division, addition, multiplication, follow Bidmas. Same with subtraction, subtraction, multiplication, subtraction, division, subtraction, indices, subtraction, brackets. Follow Bidmas, and you'll find it easier. So now we're just gonna do a slightly harder one that will probably test you guys a little bit. So 7 times brackets 9 squared times brackets 8 times 3 all divided by, so sometimes, so I don't know if you know this, but if this means, so you can have something over in a fraction, and the denominator is what you mean divided by. So sometimes you can have something like this, and what you do here is, I'm just going to zoom out quickly just so we can write it in a separate way. So what you do here is you'd go 9 squared, 81, so 7 times 81, so that'll be one you have to do on the side, multiplied by 24, 8 times 3, 24, divided by 4, because if you go like that, this line in a fraction means divided by. So now what I'd recommend you do here is you do 81 multiplied by 7 to the side using the column method I just taught you. So 1 times 7 is 7, 567, and then you do 567 times 24 using the column method that I just taught you. You should not struggle with this, I just taught you it. Follow the steps. So the steps are 7 times 4, 28, add the 8, move the 2, 24, add 2, 6, 2, 20, 22, 2, add the 0, 2 times 7, 4, 1 there, 12, 3, 1, 10, 11, so then that equals 8, 0, 1, 5, 6, 3, 3, and 13,608, As I see, just follow the method I just taught you. Don't worry if there's no number there. Same method applies as we've showed here. And then, so what you have to do is you have to do 13,608 divided by 4. It's very, very unlikely you'll get this in the exam, but we're just going to use the method I taught you guys before. So 3608. 4 by 13 goes in 3 times. 4 times 3 is 12. Carry the 1 to there. 4 into 16 goes 4 times exactly. 4 into 0 goes 0 times. And 4 into 8 goes twice, which means the answer is 3,402. Correct. So the answer to that question up there is 3,402. So that question is 3,402. Thank you guys so much for watching. As I said, just follow the steps. So if you're working with mixed calculations, follow Bidmas. Any mixed calculation, any brackets, anything to do with indices, follow Bidmas. Multiplication, follow the steps, follow the method. Division, follow the bus stop method and the long division method. Make sure you write down your workings. Make sure you carry. Thank you guys so much for listening. Please subscribe. Please like. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.